Hello. Today we have these stunning, they look like Roma tomatoes. They were in the market as Jersey tomatoes, so they're from New Jersey, but they look like Roma tomatoes. And normally I don't like this type of tomato, well, whatever. I like it. Don't tell it that I said that. The thing I like to use this most for is what I'm about to make today. I shouldn't say I like to use it most because I never make this dish, but the point is I never use these. But one thing I know is really good with these is making tomato concassé, which is like just like cooked tomatoes, and it's like one of the, oh shit. It's one of the first things you learn in culinary school. It's something that is like surprisingly delicious. And I'm in the like vibe of showing people how to remove the skins of vegetables and like changing their life. So this is an example of that, where you remove the skin of the tomato and then you cook it, and then it's just like super luxurious and tasty, and we're gonna make a toast with it. So it's gonna be like a cooked bruschetta, except for you have thyme, and we're cooking it with butter, and yeah, so it's gonna be like buttery, tomatoey, really yummy. So the first step is to take the skins off of our tomatoes, and we're gonna do that by boiling them. I saw on TikTok that there's this method of like freezing the tomato and then that will make the skins go off. I wanted to try it, but then I realized that we're gonna cook the tomatoes anyway, so it doesn't really matter if we're gonna cook them a little bit in the pot. So I'm gonna show you how to do this classic method, and that's how we do it. Okay, so these are going, I'm gonna only do 2 of them actually, because this is just for me. So this third one is for something else. I guess I have to be creative. And then they're gonna go into the pot. Okay, so our water is simmering. Here we have our tomatoes. I made a little X in the bottom. They tell you to take the top off. That's silly. So we're just gonna put these in here. This one I didn't really have to make the X's because I smashed it on the ground, but I did anyway. And then you just simmer these maybe a minute and a half. Or until you can see the skin start to peel back a little bit. And then have this ice bath prepared because you want to cool them down right away, so that you don't have like super mushy tomatoes. Okay, this one's ready. See, oh, skin peeling away. Ready to go into the ice. This one needs a second still. Okay, these are cooled off in the ice bath. Now I'm gonna take them out, and we're gonna peel them, and then we're gonna chop them into, we're gonna seed them, and then we're gonna chop them into a nice little, we could do a brunoise, we could do something, we'll see how we feel. We could just chop them up. And then they're gonna go in the pan. I need another bowl. Okay, so this one, the skin's coming off super easily. And I think ripeness really helps with that. So these are obviously from the farmer's market and really beautiful. So they peel really easily. Just, if you don't want the seeds, just like pour some of the seeds to the side. I don't really care that much, so. Okay, so that's what they look like peeled. Now we're just gonna slice them up. I'm not doing a brunoise, that was kind of a joke. Okay, this kind of like hard piece where the top was, where the stem was attached, you don't have to include it. Here we have some garlic, and I'm just trimming the top off. Maybe I'll just slice them in half. And then thyme. Oops. The floor wants all today. So that's all gonna go together. Okay, it's on a little too hot. Add your thyme, garlic. Oh, look how pretty. Okay, cook this on low until most of the water has evaporated. But we're not trying to caramelize it or anything. We're actually trying to not do that. So let the water evaporate, and that's that. Okay, most of the water has evaporated, as you can see. There's probably just some, well, you don't want it to be too dry, that's the thing. So this is probably pretty good. I'll maybe give it like 1 more minute. And then we're gonna head to the toast. Okay, look at our beautiful sauce. Oh, it's still got some chunks, but this would be amazing on pasta. Or pretty much anything. With fish, on top of fish, on top of chicken. Like on top, like rice, whatever you want. I'm pulling out the thyme stems and the bits of garlic. I mean, you could eat those, they're probably good. You could like smush them in, but it's gonna be really garlicky. And I don't feel like that right now. So, just pull out these thyme stems and the garlic. And then we have our beautiful toasts, as you can see. Yum, okay. Now we're just gonna spoon this on. There we go. Turns out 2 tomatoes makes 2 toasts. So that's good to know. Oh, I'm gonna add some salt. I think I'm just gonna do like flaky salt on top. Okay. Okay. This is breakfast in a lot of places. Yum. It's breakfast for me right now. Yeah, it's stupidly delicious. It's like the most simple thing in the world. Tastes so good. Super tomatoey. Obviously having the tomatoes come from the farmer's market and be really ripe is like making a huge difference. In culinary school you get like tomatoes that are as hard as a baseball and then it still tastes good, but this is like a lot obviously more delicious and better. Yeah, don't worry about removing the seeds. It really doesn't matter unless you're like, if you're at home, I wouldn't do it. That's good, as usual.